Hi guys, it's Jen. Today is October 27th, so it's time for another 3-prompt drawing challenge, and I thought today we would do another digital art. Today I have upgraded to a bamboo tablet, which I have actually had for many years, but just haven't gotten that out until now, and we'll see if that improves my digital art. Today's prompts are Thunder, Showgirl Witch, and Frankenstein's other creation. So I set the brush size to pen pressure, so this way when I press hard or lighter with the pen, the computer will pick that up and change the size of the line accordingly. This makes it a lot more like drawing. So my first impressions as I'm drawing the initial sketch is that it does feel more like you're drawing on paper, as opposed to just using a mouse or a trackpad. So I'm just sketching in here. This is going to be Frankenstein, and he's got a creation on the table, which is going to be our Showgirl Witch. He's made a sexy lady for himself. So I'm just going back in and adding a new layer, some details to really get how these characters actually look. Frankenstein over there with his crazy mad scientist hair, he's looking a bit like an anime character. That's fine. Whatever. Drawing the sexy lady on the what is that? That slab where you have your Frankenstein's creation, right? I have seen a lot of people draw like beautiful, sexy women, and I know there's a long tradition in art of just making beautiful, sexy women to look at, but I don't think that just because it's tradition necessarily it's a good thing, so I've kind of avoided doing that. But because the prompt is showgirls, or Showgirl Witch, I feel that I'm justifying and having this sort of objectified female. So if he's going to look like an anime character, he might as well have blue hair. And I made his girl person have blue hair as well. One thing I realized as I was coloring in the drawing is that it didn't really look like he was creating a person as much as it looked like he was planning on doing something even worse than Frankenstein had done before. He has a woman on a tabletop and he's about to do something bad to her. That is not what he's thinking. He is thinking, I am making this person for myself to do what I... That's not better. That's not better. Yeah, so he kind of looks like an evil rapist instead of a mad scientist. And these seatbelt restraints that I'm putting on her, they are not really helping, but what they are helping to do is make it look like she's lying on the table instead of standing in front of it. So yeah, just coloring in the table there. Right, so after coloring, putting in those straps and the coloring in the table there, I bet you forgot that I forgot the third prompt, which was Thunder, and I didn't. So one thing that will make it look all mad science-y is those big cartoon lightning bolts, because we all know that if we're going to create a Frankenstein's monster, we need some lightning to energize the monster and, bring it to life. So that's why all those lightning bolts, and also the prompt is Thunder, which you can't really draw because it's a sound, so what you get is cartoon lightning bolts. So he's like, ah, it's alive! Lightning, lightning, lightning! lightning! Yes! So for the background, I wasn't sure if I should make it really dark, or because it obviously gets dark in a thunderstorm, and also it's sort of a dark image. But in the end, I chose a color that was kind of light, little more of like a gray tone, as though it was sort of a piece of grayish paper, because paper is so rarely perfectly white. And got a gray color to do a little bit of shading on the characters. And I like the gray because it looks a lot like pencil. I know I mentioned in previous videos that pencil drawings don't really look finished, but it's kind of fun that you can pretend like it's a pencil drawing. When you're doing digital artwork, I drew in some lightning bolts, as you can see in the gray. Didn't really like them at full strength, and then erased them, but didn't erase them totally. And I really like that it's a digital drawing, but you can still see erased pencil marks in it. The next thing I did was add a glow effect on the lightning bolts, which is something you can't do on paper, but you can absolutely, well, you can, but it's trickier. But you can absolutely do that with digital artwork. So added that glow, so the lightning bolts are really, really bright. And then the next thing I did, again, because this is a Frankenstein's monster showgirl, is I added some scars on her body, looking like that she had been assembled from dead body parts, because that's how you make a Frankenstein, is you pick up some dead body parts from yeah, I think you dig it out of a cemetery or whatever, and you put them sew them together, and you can make a pretty girl for yourself. This guy is a real prince. You can just tell, right? What a catch. So that is it for today's drawing prompts. I hope you enjoyed this digital art, and thank you very much for watching and liking and commenting and subscribing and sharing, and happy arting!